Hey, what up, everybody? It's your brother New Breed coming through with another live stream. Welcome to another broadcast. I see you brothers and sisters rolling in pretty quick. Now, before we even get started, I want everybody to take a look at the picture on your screen. Just look at it for a moment. Because this artwork, this photo here, has been spreading around Instagram and various other platforms. And it is captioned that men are going to die alone. They're taking the talking point from Kevin Samuels when he was speaking in regards to women dying alone. And they have pulled the Uno reverse card, right? Just showing how petty they can be, right? How childish they can be. And they don't even understand the etymology behind the whole talking point of dying alone. So we're going to break that down. And I want you fellas to do me a favor. I want you fellas to tell me what you think when you look at this photo. In the comment section, I need to know what you brothers think when you look at this photo. Just take a look at it. Take a gander at this photo. Because all the women who commented on this post, they were in celebratory mode. When they seen this photo, it done something to them. It made them feel as if they had an ace in a spade. They were celebrating this photo. What do you brothers think when you look at this? Luigi says, I see me enjoying a beer and not giving an F. Right. Irene, I didn't ask you. I said, fellas, we'll get to you soon. Somebody said, why the hell is KS on the wall? KS is on the wall because that was his talking point that women would die alone if they didn't get their act together and become suitable wives, right? Right. Chicago said, looks like he's enjoying a sports game, right? Somebody say he looked like a Jets fan. Somebody said it looked like he just woke up. Moshe said that's a man who has endured life's obstacles. Interesting. Somebody said this is inaccurate. What do you mean this is inaccurate? I'm asking you a question, how you feel about the picture. Hanging with man's best friend. Bro, just chilling, right? I see same thing, Dexterous. Bro look like he in peace to me. When we see this, we see something totally different than what the women see. Yeah, somebody said the man tired and just chilling, enjoying his meal, right? Now, I find this very interesting because that's what men see, but women see a lonely man, not understanding that men and women aren't the same. See, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you this, how many men, let me just share this screen. How many men do you see 60 plus years old online doing this?
Tired of being alone. I'm so tired of trying to find love on him. I mean, damn. I may not be pretty to somebody, but goddamn, I'm pretty to me. I'm so tired of being alone. I'm tired of this bullshit. I don't understand why the fuck am I still living. I just want to be somebody girlfriend, somebody wife, somebody something. I deserve to fucking be happy too. Why the fuck can't I be happy? I'm tired.
Look, as you guys know.
All right, bro. Now, how many brothers do you see doing that? How many? Matter of fact, there's women of all age demographics doing just that. There's women in their 30s crying like this because they realized that they'll never have a husband. There's women in their 40s I see online doing the same thing because they realize they'll never have a husband. There's women in their 50s doing the same thing, realizing they'll never have a husband. That's all over the internet. Why you don't see men doing that? Matter of fact, I see this going on in the news.
You talking to me? We sure are, little one, as we get our first look at the adorable baby girl actor Robert De Niro had at age 79.
Oh my God.
Meet Robert De Niro's baby girl.
You're making your TV debut.
Gayle King introduced 3-month-old Gia on CBS Mornings.
Is she looking right at you?
Gia's mom, Tiffany Chen, is 34 years younger than De Niro.
And how has Gia changed your lives?
She's made it more fun.
And on the subject of babies, here's Erin Andrews' new baby boy. The 45-year-old Fox Sports personality and her husband, former NHL player Jarrett Stoll, welcomed their first child, Mac, via a surrogate after a 10-year infertility struggle.
Will you describe that moment for us when you finally got to hold your little boy?
It was just like, hello, how are you?
Congrats.
Andrews says she went public with her IVF struggles to give hope to other women.
You know, they tried to make it about the woman in that clip, but hey, she needed a surrogate. Robert De Niro didn't. Damn, ain't that something? She needed a surrogate. Robert De Niro didn't. Because Robert De Niro don't have a biological clock. Robert De Niro can be well off in his 70s. I believe the man is 78, 79 years old, and he's still making babies. See, fellas, I need you to understand your value, right? Because these women don't seem to get the difference between us and them. So let me break this down to you. Let me condescend to you to the lowest level. Oh, he's 79, right? Let me break it down to you in this way. As a man, the more time you spend on your own alone, building yourself up, the more valuable you actually become. Now, on the woman's side, it's a little bit different. The older she become, the less valuable she tends to become, right? It just is what it is. Why? Because you're growing in resources, you're growing in intellect, you're growing stronger mentally, you have more discernment, you have more leadership, you become more calculated, you become better, which makes you more valuable. You become more resourceful. Ladies, you need to understand men will always have women. Men will always have women. You can be a real OG. A man, listen, a man can buy a woman. At any given time, a man can buy a woman. Do you understand that? A man can build his resources up, get 70, 80, 90 years old, and just say, you know what, I'm going to get me a mail order bride, and I'm going to literally enjoy my last 2-3 years here on this planet. That man ain't buying another older woman. He's not buying a whole woman. So instead of playing these little games you playing with these little photos that y'all spreading, what you need to be doing is getting yourself together so you can be a suitable wife. You need to stop celebrating your singleness and come to the reality of the world you living in, right? Because, you know, this is interesting here. Let me make sure I have that photo right back up for you. Yeah, let's keep this on the screen. You see this man right here? Let me explain what I see when I look at this picture. A man at peace. I see a brother at peace. And you know, men who tend to not have many women at all around them, they tend to live very long lives. You know, these men are often on semen retention. They're not giving up that bone marrow. They're not being stressed out by any women. See, a man who goes alone chooses to go alone because it's easy to access these women when it's like 50 women to one. Now, let me bring some balance to this whole equation. Peep this.
Hey everyone, I got a message for the black man. I'm a nurse assistant at a hospital. I work on the stroke floor. And I can't help but notice there's a lot of black men up there, nice looking, good job having, all kind of stuff, good looking men. And a lot of them have a stroke and can't move their left or right side and end up, I ask them, where's your wife? You know, and most of them say, hey, I was a player, you know, I didn't never, you know, want to get locked down to anybody, you know, and they're sitting up there in their 40s, 50s, and ain't even got no wife. They depending on a stranger to wipe their ass and get them up in the chair. And then they're going to go to a nursing home. Don't have nobody to take care of them, come visit them or nothing. What I'm saying is black men need to wise up. You got a woman that love you, that's loyal to you, that take care of you, that got your back. Marry that woman.
Now, let me talk about what I agree with and what I disagree with, right? In her particular dialect. Number one, she sounded like she was capping. I heard a lot of lies in what she said. If these men are doing well, if they got the finances, why the hell would they be in just any rigmarole, any run-of-the-mill, hospital, getting subpar treatment from ratchet-ass nurses? If they were really successful. You see the hypocrisy in what these women say when you listen to them. So let me make this clear. I feel like she's capping, lying, in her beginning talk, right? You know, she's trying to set the stage to put a message across that men are gonna die alone, right? That men can die alone. Now, let me make this clear. The point that I do agree with is that we shouldn't be spending our whole lives just chasing after cheap thrills, whoremongering, passing up on women who do support us, who do want to be by our side. That's the part I agree with. Because at the end of the day, brothers, if you don't have a dynasty or legacy, if you don't choose to have that, then there's going to be consequences for your actions. If you live in a reckless lifestyle and you're a single brother who's living recklessly, then it can be a death where you don't have the help needed to support you. That's very true. So let me make that clear so we can add some balance. So brothers don't be thinking that they could just run around and live any kind of way, deal with these women and just mistreat them and all of these kind of things. Let's make this clear. Brothers, if you got good women in your corner, yeah, make babies, breed these women up, do what you need to do. Have them in your corner. Build, if you have good women, have children so your children can be there for you to take care of you and things of that nature. This is very true. But far as the talking point, the etymology that these women are coming behind with this whole die alone thing, they're just bitter and angry. They're bitter and angry. Thanks for the contribution. I appreciate the post. Says, thank you for introducing me to my identity 3 years ago. I've graduated to the whole truth of Elohim since then. Yah is the only savior and there's no only begotten son. Let me do you a favor. You didn't graduate. I'm going to put you on timeout because we're not going to go into no doctrine that you done fell for while we in this stream. You didn't graduate at all and you ain't been watching my channel because you just denounced the Messiah. I don't know where you got that from. Who channel you really been watching? So let's do that favor for you and get you on timeout. Wrong one. I don't want to hit you on the timeout one. Is this one? You see how I'm no respect as a person. I don't care if you support me. If you say something out of pocket, you getting timed out. Straight up. The Messiah is Lord. What are you talking about? Yeah, but you know, this is what the women are saying right now. They're saying that we're gonna die alone. Hey, fellas, listen, understand your value, brothers. I want you to keep in mind, women are always gonna be there. This is why you don't need to rush, brothers. This is why you don't need to rush into relationships. I was talking on my last video about nation building, right? And I was saying how you brothers just can't come into this thing thinking you're supposed to just have encompass a bunch of wives to yourself without building something. You brothers got to understand you have time. Your mind frame got to be on, let's build up our land. Let's plant gardens. Let's build homes. Let's get involved with the shepherds that the Most High put in place so we can have something that we can call our own to set an environment to have multiple wives. Brothers, the more you work towards that, the women are just gravitating. Some of you brothers go into this thing thinking, yo, let me see where I can find me a wife and find it. No, brother, you become more valuable the longer you're single. The longer that you're working and developing something. When you're getting resources together, you become more valuable. And guess what women are attracted to? Women are attracted to stability, safety, protection. What men of Yah offer women. This is what real men of the Most High are supposed to offer these women. And that's what a man like myself offer. A plan, a backup plan, contingency plans, self-sufficiency, independence. And that's what we're supposed to offer these women. So when you coming into this truth, when you building with the brethren, you know, we're going to be going to the land doing what we're doing. You need to have that mentality. And I guarantee as the women see you working, as the women see you progressing and building towards a mission of being self-sustained, women are going to gravitate and be like, oh, look at them. These are men right here. And they're going to come up to you. They're going to show up in his right time, in his right season, to the point where you brothers are going to have to turn down some of these women. Like, nah, not you. Nah, you ain't going to fit, or you ain't going to fit. And you can pick. So, brothers, I'm telling you right now, don't fall for this nonsense that these women are trying to project. They're bitter, they're angry, they're hurt, they're mad that, you know, they're missing their opportunities to get themselves a husband. Why? Because they're haughty and they're high-minded. Yeah, women lurk behind the scenes. Somebody said they be lurking. But you got to do what you got to do. You got to establish something. You got to have something to offer in that due time. Brothers, you become better when you solo. You can get on semen retention. You can build up your strength. And this is why we talk about the order of things. What should be on top of your agenda as men? And shout out to Ringo, because he had a list that said your health, wellness, and fitness, your money, and your relationship with the Most High. Number one, your relationship with the Most High, your health, wellness, and fitness, and then your money, your resources. That should be the top of your agenda. Shout out to that brother, because that's the list right there that you should live by when you single. See, you know what the difference is between us and these women? Their relationship with the Most High is absent because it's contingent on having a lead. And that's according to the scriptures, because a man is over a woman. See, their relationship with the Creator is contingent on being with a man. Ours not. We got direct link to the Father. That's why we become better when we're alone. So, you know, I don't want to go do a long video on this. I wanted to keep this short and sweet. I got some things I need to do. I am going to come back around later on this evening and give y'all some content. There's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot that we can discuss. So I want everybody to turn the post notification bell on so you can get these videos as they're being uploaded. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are not getting notifications, you need to make sure I'm in your top 3. If you are not getting notifications, you need to make sure I'm in your top 3. There's only 3 people you can be subscribed to and receive all notifications from. All right. So make sure you check that box that you want all notifications, and make sure I'm top 3 so we can get these videos put out, so we can bring some clarity and levity to what's going on in the world. Look, I got more content coming. I got some moves to make, got some errands to run. I love each and every one of y'all. Y'all stay blessed out here. With that being said, shalom and peace.